For more insight about the vote and Hong Kong's electoral reform in a broader sense, I spoke to Fred Teng. He's president of the America-China Public Affairs Institute. And I started by asking him if this reform is a step forward.
It's a progress. This is historic. This is unprecedented. In the history of Hong Kong, there was never such election, whether it's under the British rule or under the ancient, the old Qing dynasty or those Hong Kong people never had this opportunity to elect their chief executive or the governor. So this is, this is a progress. A no vote is still will be, because progress been made in the last 17 years. So there's some progress, but it will remain the same. It's not going to go forward. That's unfortunate.
And Fred, what are you hearing from your friends and contacts back in Hong Kong? How are they feeling about this? How is the business community watching this vote? Who is looking closely to see what happens here?
Well, it is not just the business community. I think the majority of Hong Kong people, all walks of life, right now there are numerous polls being done. A majority of them support this measure. Not everybody, but a majority of them. The majority of the legislature also support this, but they do need a supermajority, which is 2/3. And right now they're short of 4 votes from 27 people who are saying they're against this measure right now.
Hong Kong is considered a very safe place. Earlier this week, we saw reports of those arrests of people possibly plotting to do something during this vote. We're seeing a lot of stepped-up security. What are your thoughts as you see this unfold? Is there any concern about what may happen once the vote does come down?
Well, I think that you and I have been talking about this since last year from the Occupy Central movement. As the movement, less and less people supported, those who are left are more and more extreme. And I think that it's very unfortunate there's 9 people decide to create this bomb. And these bombs are the same bombs, I was looking it up, it's called TATP, are the same bomb that suicide bombers use in the Middle East, and the same material. This is very unfortunate. They want to resort to this, whether it was intended for this voting process or it's intended for any other purpose, it will be very dangerous for Hong Kong. Most of the people are still very confident in Hong Kong police because they were able to catch them, preemptively. Right now, the police are also protecting the legislative hall. 200 police will be inside and then another 1,000 will be outside, because we have seen situations like this in Asia where a whole mob occupied the legislative hall, and as a result, no legislation can go on, no work can be done. So they're trying to protect this right now.
Fred, you said you were optimistic. What is your prediction for this vote?
I think that my prediction is we will have 4 votes move from the 27. So we will see a 23-47 vote in favor of this measure. Some of my friends are even more optimistic. They think there will be 8 votes, which means it will be 19 versus 51 or something like that. But I'm optimistic.